EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present the final major championship of the year. Today, live second round coverage of the Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's got a commanding 5-shot lead here as he has been spectacular thus far. Round 2 of the Open Championship at St. Andrews, and Frank, as we well know, this course can change dramatically depending on the day. Be curious, how do you handle this sort of discrepancy in tee times from Thursday to Friday?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Rich. That's what a lot of people don't realize. You can have like what we call early, which is like 6:30 off, first off in the morning, and then you get about 11 o'clock tee off time the next day. Or conversely, you can be just before 11 and then tee off at 4 o'clock. You would think that's the worst possible draw. But sometimes the wind just abates in the afternoon, and you can get very, very lucky with almost no wind for 4 or 5 hours. And that is the key, especially at a golf course like St. Andrews.
So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. And let's bring in Nota Begay, 4-time winner on tour, on this putt for birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with the prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, because the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4. An outside look here for birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 13 under for the tournament. Up next here at St. Andrews, the 370-yard par 4 third. Best to drive it left center to avoid a cluster of bunkers down the right side of the fairway. The real challenge comes on the approach, with Cartgate bunker coming into play. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. So you see where this wound up. Just a short pitch for his second. Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Nicely done. And things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 14 under for the tournament. You might be asking, why have so many of golf's greatest course architects drawn from the old course? Well, here's a good example. It's about the options, a couple of ways to get after a hole. You can take a risk and you would be rewarded by going toward that narrow valley on the right. But there's always a price to pay. Safer play is to go for the plateau on the left. Again, all about options at the old course.
As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway miss today.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Well, there's 134 yards left to the flag. Pin on the right-hand side, so really looking for a fade in here if he can.
And that will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'd just take it and run to the next hole.
The putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Par 5s, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this 5th hole par 5 measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and right, but especially that little group of 3 bunkers, then it sets up well. It'll be a blind second shot, but you try and guide your second shot between the 2 bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Now a big spot here for something good. This is short second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5. Okay, that's acceptable there. He has a 12-footer here. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to 15 under. Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
this looks really good. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Yeah, you see so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1 to 16 under par. Continuing from the oldest championship in the game. It's the Open Championship at the old course at St. Andrews here at the 7th hole now, Frank.
Yeah, you try and hit your tee shot over a little stone there. It's called the March stone. That's a good line for like left of center. And, well, if you can just work it off that, good tee shot, you're only going to have a pitch in here to a green that's set up very high. That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
So after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. He moves to 17 under par. Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's scored short on the scorecard, but massive green. The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green. Often you see long, long birdie putts here.
Here we go. Yeah, very good shot. Taking it in right of the hole and a good look upcoming. Chance now for another birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he's got it to minus 18. Oof.
You want a do-over? Sorry, not allowed.
This is a 9-footer. Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Well, he's taking a big run at this. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So a big drive and not much needed to carry here for his second. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck.
High frenzy.
Now this for another birdie. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Frank, what are we looking at here at the famed par 3 11th at the Old Course?
Well, the most difficult, there is only 2 par 3s here at the Old Course, and this one's called high, elevated green, and you've got to fly that bunker that protects the front of the green. That's called the Strath bunker. You really take anything on this green. You make a 2 here, you'll make a move on the field.
Tell you what, I've enjoyed watching this display all day long. We hear the phrase in football, ball control. It applies to what we've seen here from this player. That is an outstanding display of ball control. A good opportunity lost there. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par. This one starting a little bit left.
While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
So can he capitalize on the break here? His second from the short grass. This now 7 feet for his birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Here at the par 4 13th hole at the old course, Frank, what's the best play, power, or do you go with precision?
Yeah, you'd like a nice mixture of both there, Rich. You can take those coffins out of play. That's the name for those series of bunkers sort of down the middle. Then obviously you've got a much shorter shot coming in, and then you've got a chance to actually have a full view of the screen.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Iona, a second coming up.
An impressive tee shot, managed to take the third of those coffin bunkers out of play, but the job's not done. This is a challenging approach shot.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Frank, the 14th is a big par 5, chance to make a big move, but also the possibility of making a big number if you're not careful.
Yeah, you've got to be very aware of the out of bounds on the right side, even though it does move to the right. Ideal tee shot is down the right side that gets very close to that, because then that opens up the second shot and keeps that tee shot away from that crop of bunkers called the birdies.
And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. A chance for a great round to get even better. This for eagle. Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. He gets it to 20 under par. Frank, one of the things I always loved about links golf was that you're not aiming at a flagstick or a tree, but sometimes you're aiming for a steeple in the distance, and this is a good example here at the 15th.
Yeah, the church steeple is the exact line off the tee. That gives you sort of the center of the fairway. Really, you don't have to be overly bold off the tee. This is about just finding a nice flat lie for that second shot, because this is another difficult green that's well protected by just one little bunker that's in the front left that you don't think comes into play. But if your second shot doesn't land the right distance, more often than not, it just gets swallowed up by that.
Second shot, good look at the green.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll stay at 20 under. Now another par for the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
Yeah, the norm of the tee is really to avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose. I've never really figured out why they're called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Stay short of those is the safe line, and then a little pop bunker once again in the front left of the screen called the Wig. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's looking at 96 yards to the front, 112 to the hole. Tough win for a right-hander coming from left to right.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Going to have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter, because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. This from 7 feet. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
No, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6, 7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he moves to 21 under par. Well, when you stick your tee into the hallowed grounds, you're the 18th at the old course at St. Andrews, Frank, you know you're playing a piece of history.
And a chance, too, to finish it off in style, because this par 4 is reachable. A lot of people will aim at the clock tower, which is on the R&A building in the distance. That's a little left of this green.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Now this for another birdie.
A great deal of success on the greens thus far, but this one's going to be a challenge.
Never in doubt. Back-to-back birdies to close things out. And this is going to be a second-round score of 62. That's some lights-out playing. So far, so good for our featured golfer. Going to be going to bed tonight with a 36.
Start frenzy.